Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of my rural Reno. This week's episode, I want to answer a lot of your questions. There's a ton of questions coming in, a lot of the same sort of things that I want to answer. So I thought I'll take you guys around the house and show you how everything's looking. And then at the same time, I will answer all of like the most asked questions. So we're going to talk budget today. We're going to talk timeline. We're going to talk it all. So have all of your questions here. If you don't follow me on Instagram, that's usually where I pull them from. So make sure you're doing that. And let's get to it, shall we? So this one is, when will it be livable? I want to say there was never a definitive timeline to when we were like, okay, it has to be done by then. Where it stands right now, which is the end of October, we're hoping for December 1st. I don't think it's gonna be done per se, but we'd like to be living inside of the house by December 1st. We wanna be in here because it's gonna start snowing, it's gonna start getting quite cold outside. So December 1st / sometime in December. So I kind of thought this one was funny. Won't you get bored living in the middle of nowhere? I lived in the middle of nowhere for quite a while. Before my last house. So like the short answer there is no, I definitely won't. This is like home to me. I'm not a city gal, I never have been, and this is like a dream come true, literally. I'm very happy here and it's gonna be awesome. So the next question is, are we going to try to salvage the hardwood floors? The short answer here is no. I mean, I know we've done a number on them since renovating, but they're just not in good condition. They also don't run the whole way. So this is the kitchen and they don't run in the kitchen. At the door, it was like they're really bad here. You know, they're not in great shape. There's lots of random holes in the hardwood. This is the closet. So long answer short, no, we're gonna be putting some new flooring in. They're just, again, they're not in great shape. There's a lot of questions here that really correlate with each other. So I'm gonna try to answer them in order to best explain our situation here. The first question is, how much was the house? So the housing markets, like depending on the country you live in, the city you live in, it vastly changes. So you have to keep in mind here, minimum wage is different everywhere you go, and the cost of living is different everywhere you go. I live in Canada and I live in Southern Ontario. That being said, like it's very different here than it might be in Australia or it might be in the US. I once saw a friend of mine who lives in Georgia sell their fully renovated home, which to me, size-wise and property-wise, was equivalent to like a mansion for $300,000, which is just absurd, like absolutely absurd. If you're gonna buy a $300,000 house here, you're gonna get a tiny, completely unrenovated house with no land. Let's just keep that in mind when we talk about numbers, because I'm gonna talk about numbers, which I know a lot of people don't ever feel comfortable doing, but I'm an open book. I've got nothing to hide here. Our house, this house that we're in right now, was listed for $499,000, okay? It's $500,000. We purchased for $470,000. That $30,000 under asking was due to some pre-existing issues that the house had, like the foundation, for instance. At this present time, the real estate market, like getting a house for under asking $470,000 with an acre of property is a bit unheard of, but this would scare most people. So she had an offer, she took it, she went with it. As you guys know, we had been looking for a house for quite a long time. What happened and the way we found this house was a listing had gone up, and because I'm crazy, I will just be looking at listings like all day long until from like the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, because I wanted to move so badly. So I saw this listing go up, no photos. And I saw the name of the street that it was on, and I was like, I want to live on that street. Google Maps, you can like see the street view. I street viewed it. It was a bungalow. I was like, yes, yes, yes. So I told her, she called the agent. The agent said, oh, she's not in good shape. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I want to see it. So the next question, it really works well with another one. What was your budget and why didn't you want to build new? The last house that we lived in, I'm gonna be upfront with you, we sold it and we made $100,000 on selling it. It's because we bought it at a good time and we sold it at a good time. So we had that $100,000 plus whatever money we had saved in our savings account to put towards a renovation. Keep in mind, we did have to pay our realtor fees, which are typically 4%, and then we had to pay our lawyer fees. So I need you guys to like think of the bigger picture here. If we put $100,000 worth of renovations into this house, keep in mind that we only paid $470,000, okay? So bring that up. Say now we've spent $570,000 on this house. This house is gonna be my dream home, okay? It's gonna have the floors I want, the sinks I want, the bathrooms I want, the kitchen I want. You cannot buy a fully renovated house sitting on 1 acre of land here for under $850, but you're not getting that for $570. It doesn't exist. Like, I would love for it to exist because who wants to live through crazy renovations? Like, nobody. So to answer the budget question, we set our reno budget at $70,000. Now think about this. That is a far, far, far cry from building a brand new home. Did you have to apply for a loan or did you have money saved up? Like most people, you know, the reason they're able to afford renovations on a new home is because they made money on their previous home. So yes, to be transparent with you, we did take out a small bank loan for things that we were not expecting, things that went above and beyond what we knew were gonna happen, and like the foundation repair, which sits at $15,000. Okay, next question. How did you find and pick your contractor? So our contractor is actually a friend of ours, so we really lucked out in that way. If you live in the GTA and you are looking for someone, obviously he's busy right now, but Kaz Contracting, that's who we used. In the description box, I'll put his info. So he has Instagram, you can reach out to him on there and stuff. But yeah, that's who's doing our house. And obviously we love him and he's doing a great job. Word of mouth, I think with contractors is probably the best thing because I'm not gonna recommend someone that I don't trust and love to my friends and family or to you guys. So I think word of mouth, asking around, asking people that you know that have previously had work done, I think that's really the best way to find someone great. Guys, look, that's the ensuite bathroom. We have tile on the floor, I'm so excited. Will I share my mood board? I will. This is my mood board for the house. Similar to that of the last house, I find this one to be a little bit more grown up, a little bit more me in the sense that I'm getting to really pick the fixtures this time around, the flooring and stuff. All of my inspo is coming from Australia, like literally all of it. Every time I try to find the credit for something, it's an Australian brand or an Australian creator or so Australia I think is like really big to me right now because that's where it's all coming from. But it's still, as always, Tasha, bright, light, airy, and peaches and plants and stuff like that. What do you think would be your favorite room? Bedroom. Bajillion million %. Got my king size bed. I've got space for my dog beds around me. We both have night tables. Never had that before. I've always had tiny bedrooms. My ensuite bathroom with a tub. I'm never gonna leave. I won't have to leave. There's gonna be a door to the backyard. Like, I'm gonna live in there. Michael's probably gonna live in the living room, but I'm gonna live in here. I'm creating my oasis and I feel so lucky and so thankful to be able to do that. Like, to be able to sort of build something from the ground up is an experience I hope that you all get to experience in your life because to have things the way that you want, it just gives you the sense of like calmness. I feel calm thinking about it. Is this your forever home or another stepping home to your dream one? At the present moment, I feel like this is my forever home. I feel like I'm building my forever home. I truly do. I think one day is the ultimate dream to like build your house from the ground up, like pick the bedrooms and pick the garage and pick where this goes and where that goes, and I think so. Like, doesn't that sound amazing? But I don't have the money to do that. So maybe one day if that were in my cards, surely there'd be a better dream home than this. But for now, I feel like I'm building my dream home. So I can't say for sure. That's a hard one to answer. Okay, 3 more questions. Are you still with me? This one, not in a rude way, but why'd you want to do it again? I don't feel like I did it. So yeah, I renovated the last house, but it was just like, put some paint here, put some paint here, call it a day. That's what it felt like to me. This is a whole other ball game, like whole other ball game. I don't have a house right now. I'm living in my studio. It's a whole different thing to me. So I don't feel like I already did it. How much have you learned since buying the property? That one is a whole video in itself, I think. I've learned so much. Do you guys know how to use a sump pump? Do you know how to use a cistern? Do you know how to use a septic? Do you know what any of those things are? It's a whole learning curve. I mean, in the last country house had all those things, but doing it all yourself is a whole other ball game. You know, doing the contractor thing, finding people to do the foundation repairs. You think owning a house is hard? Own a country house, my friends. It says, how are you managing foods? If you guys don't know, I know my kitchen. I live in my studio. This is my fridge, my beautiful, nice fridge in my garage. I have a microwave and a toaster. So I eat a lot of hot dogs. I buy a lot of these prepackaged salads. Hot dogs in the microwave, you guys like that? This is my dining room table. It is our soon-to-be floor of the house. You just make a little sandwich on here or something. You know, it's hard. I miss kitchens. I miss heat. It's getting so cold. I have a little cabinet over here, which there's food in it. This is part of our kitchen. Anyways, garage at 1.2 will be renovated, but not right now. Gotta save up some more money, that's for sure. As always, you guys, any questions I missed, feel free to leave them down below and I will get back to you. I hope you kind of enjoyed this, and seeing the house, still got a long way to go, but it feels nice to answer questions because sometimes the renovation isn't moving as quickly as you might think. So sometimes I don't have all of that full amount of footage to give you a rental vlog every single week. But yeah, that being said, this was nice to do. It was a nice little change of pace to just chat to you guys. And also, I brushed my hair and I put makeup on, and I feel like it's been so long because why would I do that when the house is filthy and I just always feel dirty? And I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming along this journey with me, and also thank you for supporting me because I feel like I wouldn't be on this journey without you. I love you guys so much. See you in the next one.